Welcome to the Thinking Out Loud podcast, where I talk about research, note-taking, personal knowledge management, and learning how to learn. My name is Bianca Pereira, and now our goal here is just to start a conversation. So I'm literally thinking out loud. In a previous episode, we mentioned the different types of autonomy. But then, how can it make this knowledge actionable? And that's what we'll be thinking about in this episode.
Hi, this is me thinking out loud again. The other day I was talking about radical autonomy, and then when you think about autonomy, a life with autonomy, there are multiple types of autonomy. And one of the things I started working with my coaching clients, just as a form of exploration, is actually trying to rank those. Okay, which ones are more relevant for us? Because in my case, for example, the most relevant is the intellectual autonomy. Then comes the creative autonomy. Then comes the financial autonomy. Then here's where things get a little bit, I don't know, like it's more like, I don't know if it's social or temporal that comes first. It's kind of like this. And why I find this relevant? I find this very good as a decision-making process. For example, if I want to work on something and I have two options, like even this change from mighty networks to school, should we close the paradise, should we start something new or not, or even like taking those decisions, how do you decide like which one to take? Because all of them have pros and cons. So which pros should I go with, which cons are too bad? So these types of things. So I find, for example, if let's suppose I'm trying to optimize my financial autonomy, I will be looking for things that actually don't compromise my intellectual and creative autonomies. Okay. Even, for example, let's suppose I want to find a job. If it's a job where there is someone saying, you should think this way, you should do this, and that, don't think too much. For me, this will kill me. Like, even if it gives me a lot of money, for me, like, no, I prefer get less money and do something that I can create myself. I can contribute with my own way of doing things. Uh, you know, than rather than getting a lot of money but just like being like a robot. Okay. uh, for some people this will be totally different. For example, for some people they'll say, well, I want to say what time I started the job, what time I finish, what I do. It's like, you can tell me what to do but don't tell me when. I decide when. So that's, for some people, be like that. For some people, maybe financial is the top. Is like, I can sacrifice everything as soon as I'm like becoming a millionaire, a multimillionaire. I don't care. Like, I don't care if I'm just repeating what other people are saying. If I'm not creating anything particularly meaningful to me, as soon as it's giving me a lot of money, I can work with people that I don't like. I can cope with it. I give my whole time to it, and I'll be working from my garage. Okay, because this is the definition of success that was given to me. So some people will be like that. So what I'm finding very interesting, because different people have a different ranking. So just something like, if you want to think about that, what will be your ranking? And I was considering actually creating a quiz to help you identify your own ranking. Let me know if you are interested. Then I will make the quiz. If not, I will think about it. Okay, so if you are interested, like, have a quiz and then you answer the quiz and it gives you the ranking, let me know and I can create that for us.
The Thinking Out Loud podcast is a spin off of the Thinking Cafe, a home for independent learners who wants to build the skills, the systems, and the practice of intellectual autonomy. So, if you want to engage in more discussions about the topics that we are talking about here and have access to exclusive Think Out Loud episodes, just join us at thinkingcafe.co. I hope to meet you there.